DC the beat man.
So epic.
Now, you're a coach, right? So let's say your team is down 15. Obviously, you're in football, so it's a little bit different. You got 2 touchdowns, boom, you back in it. But in basketball, that's like what, 5 threes, but threes aren't always the easiest to knock down. That's 7 to 8 field goals, but you got to make every and then stop all them. Like,
Right.
if you're up 15 points, okay, and then you end up losing that game. And it's early in the season. We're talking about college basketball to be specific. Alabama lost that game, and they're down 15. Are you worried as a coach about that 15-point deficit?
I mean, I would say, would I be worried? I think if it happened consistently of blowing leads, I think that's the case. Especially to a bad team. I mean, I just checked the box score and checked the records. Both teams are 9-1. I mean, one team was 4th in the country, one team was 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be more worrisome if it happened consistently. You know, whether we had numerous lapses in the season where teams going 10-0 runs and things like that. I think it's more worrisome. I think if it's a once in a blue moon, things happen. I think things happen. I think sometimes we lose focus. We go cold. We go cold. We can't get things together. So I wouldn't be as worried if it's a 1 or 2 time thing, but if it's a continual thing, I'll be worried. I will be worried, especially if it wasn't a good team. Bama basketball has been growing. The last probably about 5-6 years, they have been growing. And they're like I said, they're number 4 in the country for a reason. So give credit where credit is due. They got guys on scholarship too, and I back when I played sports in college. I would always say, they got guys on scholarship too. You might be talented, but they got other guys who got, that are on scholarship too as well. So, tip your hat off to Alabama for fighting, for not giving up, for not, kicking the can in. But also Houston needs to understand of how to get easy buckets, and maintain momentum. So.
Okay. So then, let's say this happened consistently. What's your first thought?
Yeah, so if this happens consistently, my first thought would be number 1 is how are we getting our buckets early on in the game, right? What is something that's leading us to get out into big leads, and then what are things that's leading us to lose big leads? Oftentimes, numbers lie. There may be times where the box score looks like you're playing good defense, but teams are missing open shots on the perimeter, star players in foul trouble, something like that. So I say numbers lie. I would say if it happens consistently, I would make an adjustment. I would either, it might be a lineup adjustment. It might be, calling more plays or calling less plays, understanding your personnel of your team. So I think the biggest thing is, I'm on outside, I'm looking in for Houston basketball. So I'm not really sure what their problems are. I know that they do have that really good wing player and things like that. So maybe, it might be, giving him, easy touches. Are they double teaming him? Is a team so structured around him that the other players, can't really succeed if he's not getting it going, right? Or is he not getting his teammates involved enough? I'm not really sure because I haven't watched every Houston game. I have watched a few.
I mean more so in general.
Yeah. So I would say, and like I said, I know he's one of their best players. So I would say, just try to get easy buckets. It might, getting out in transition. Maybe not playing in the half court as much. Half court basketball, no matter where you are, is tough. Especially in college basketball. There's a lot of zones, a lot of gap defense that you got to break. So,
right.
Just getting easy buckets. Staying out of foul trouble is probably the best way to kind of push things moving forward to stay, to sustain leads.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely got to know your personnel. KYP always. So if that means getting more in transition, like you got to understand how the team ended up beating you, because there's going to be a pattern, especially if you're blowing 15-point leads. You clearly are doing something repetitive. So it's always good to study yourself, study your opponents, and and make those adjustments. Because, you know, anybody can say, oh, I mean, I'd make an adjustment, but how would you know what to make unless you study? You know what I'm saying? So like, you definitely always got to study yourself. Even if you're keeping leads, I think you need to study yourself. So
Absolutely.
That's an excellent point to bring up. But you know, we will see how that shakes out though. So, but Byron, I greatly appreciate you coming on the show, my boy. We will definitely do this again. You know, he was out and about coaching and whatnot, so we making sure that we bring you back on because football season's ramping. Well, I guess ending in a little while, so we know make sure we covering up some NFL. But before we go, you got anything you want to say?
Nah, man. You know, just everybody have a blessed holiday. You know, be safe. You know, be responsible. You know what you do, how you do it. That's it. You know, definitely good being here. You know, look forward to talking more about the holiday games that come. You know that NBA Christmas is always one of my favorite times. You know, so definitely enjoy NBA Christmas. You know, y'all have a happy holidays, a blessed holidays, and see y'all soon. Appreciate the invite.
Definitely. Well, I mean, I'm not even gonna try to follow that. I get everything he said. Hope y'all have a good one though. Greatly appreciate that, Byron, and everyone have a happy holidays. Tune in next time. See y'all. I appreciate you, my boy.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. You know we get buckets around here, too.